This was the dining area during the hurricane. Amphitheater on the left. This is where information about the hurricane was posted. My room is to the right. And way back, hurricane damage, tree down. Hola. This is the party pool, as I would call it. This is where you pick up and return beach towels. Right behind it is another eating area. There was a lot of tree damage here last night. As you can see straight ahead, the tree came down. They were busy picking it up late last night and did a good job. This is the entrance to El Jalapeno, the restaurant I pointed out a minute ago. Here is a bar overlooking the Atlantic. I believe the rocks on this beach, which the beach is 20 feet down, help preserve the resort. One of the things that help preserve the resort from being flooded. Shuffleboard. I think that's shuffleboard, right? And the entrance to the one beach is right here below the flag, or to this beach is below the flag. We are in Sosa, which is in the Puerto Plata province, I believe. But Puerto Plata, the town Puerto Plata, is actually over there on the other side of the Atlantic. We are on a small peninsula right now. Well, I'm on a small peninsula right now. I never figured out what that building is. Something about beaches, not beaches, excursions or trip planning or something. last night before going to bed, you couldn't even see the rocks down there. This is another part of what probably saved this resort, is it staggers down, I'm gonna say 15-20 feet to the water. So the water came up to maybe where I am right now, which is where the caution tape is. And um, last night, as I was thinking, if we see the water coming in further, that's when they will evacuate us. And it never, I could see a small piece of the ocean, actually kind of right around where I'm standing is probably what I could see from my room. And I never, it never came in past or somewhere around this point. So these rocks and the formation here, the staggered elevation definitely helped protect the resort. And then this side is Luigi Restaurant. It's all the same building. I'm not sure exactly when it's Luigi and when it's El Jalapeno, but yeah. Ping pong. The tree was uprooted, as you can see. My room is back that way. This is where they would give massages. Back this way in a minute. As you can see out by the ocean, there is a small pool. I believe there are 3 of those. The one right ahead of me, and then 2 further left of me. Maybe 3, I forget, it's either 2 or 3. This one that is in front of us has a waterfall coming out of that rock right beside it. I was a little confused about what was going on here. I thought maybe they were trying to hold up the palm trees, but they're not. It's actual construction. And then the second beach. Here is another bar overlooking that beach. These waves were crazy last night. They're not too bad right now. Well, they're bad, but not as bad as they were. They're still cleaning up from the storm, obviously. And so this was a bar to get drinks when I was at the pool I'm about ready to show you. This is the bar closest to that, and also for overlooking the ocean, obviously. And then straight ahead here is their main restaurant, their main buffet restaurant, which is closed right now, and they relocated over the location you saw early in this video. And right in this area here, they would solicit for taking an excursion to one of their other resorts, and they would also allow vendors to set up here to sell necklaces and all sorts of Dominican stuff. And then here is the second pool, which I called the quiet pool. They would play music at the other one and do a lot of events at the other one. This one here, if you just wanted an area to go that's quiet, or a pool to go that's quiet, this is where you would go. Did not board up all the rooms, which I'm not sure exactly why they boarded up the ones they did, but these, I guess, are the rooms at the most threat from the ocean. I was sitting at this pool the day before the hurricane, and a lot of people were checking in, and I just couldn't believe it. It was a busload of Russians, which obviously they probably didn't know much about hurricanes until yesterday. And the baby pool. Come back around to the main buffet restaurant. I forget the name. There's another exit that way, which doesn't take you to the area on the other side of this wall, but we will go there in a second. red flag obviously means no swimming. Even though it was up before the hurricane, but people were swimming. It wasn't horrible, but it was still rough before the hurricane. I don't know if this is high tide or just still from the hurricane. Probably a little both. And this area I did not discover until well after I was here, maybe 2 days before the hurricane. This is where you come to go scuba diving, kayaking, and all of that stuff. The third pool. Thank you. And one thing you must remember when you're in the Dominican Republic is do not flush the toilet paper. They were trimming a lot of trees over here before the hurricane. The dead trees and dead branches, even though I see there's one they missed. Still a lot of cleanup over here. Boarded up that room. They never had this restaurant open, but as you can see, it is another restaurant, another buffet area, which is on the back side of the main restaurant area. So 2 larger pools and 1 small pool. Hello. salads and snacks would be over here. Salads and desserts would be over here. Main buffet line would be over there. And obviously tables all around here, which are packed up. Or over at the other place, I don't know. Ah. Restaurant El Barn. Oh, there's another room boarded up. Is that the other one? Huh. I don't know. I don't understand their methodology. And bar again. As we return to the room. Oh, something's floating out to sea. Oh. So as we head back, the two beaches, which are at least 15 feet down on both sides of the resort, plus the height that the ocean has to climb over the rocks, those three factors probably saved the resort from a lot of flooding. Which I was scoping out before the hurricane hit. Obviously, if Irma's eye would have hit us, I don't think these rocks would have saved us. There are little chameleons, which I just passed one, but I couldn't get it on video quick enough. And these little birds all over the place. Found some food there. Yeah, and that area is obviously closed. Hola. Back to the ping pong tables. A beautiful view. One more loop around, we'll go back a different way. Back towards the room a different way. Hola. this way. Shallow end of the pool. One thing that I found interesting about the pool, I will show in a second. This is the way I went out initially. And now we're coming back a slightly different way, but now we're back in path with the way we started. Hi. 4.5 feet. You know, this is not an area where it's true. Some spots reported to be, of the pool report to be 3.5 feet, but my head is underwater and I am 4'4", so yeah, these areas are correct. I forget where that was. I believe maybe it was, I don't know. I believe it was in this pool somewhere, maybe on that side. And then there is a baby pool down there, which is the way we came down through. But if I go back to my room, it would be that staircase and then 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth room on the second floor. So you can see the bars ahead. El Jalapeno is on the right. And then we'll do one more loop back to the room, which is the back way, which I may not be able to go, but we'll see. Some of the tables for El Jalapeno in there, obviously. See a bunch of trees down back here, or no, I think that's just where they moved the stuff to store it temporarily, get it out of the view of everybody. And then you can see on the right there's a fence, and I believe, I don't know, my guess is it's low-income housing right here, but I don't know for sure. If you continue going straight, the red building ahead is the amphitheater. However, I will cut it off here shortly as I go. Actually, no, I'll take the video, let the video roll into the room. They were not using chainsaws, they were using axes to cut down trees here, which was interesting. And I believe, yeah, that's what he's doing right now up there. So, alright, back into the room. We'll do a 360 here. The housing, as I said. The rooms, and then under the staircase. My room is to the left, facing the pool and a small view of the ocean. Good morning. get another view of the pool. Okay, and back down. And to the left. I'm sorry, right.